Ladies and gentlemen, a few months ago, the former Prime Minister paid a visit to Central Kenya, and he concluded his visitation tour peacefully, and it was a kind of cool reception, a clear indication to tell Kenya Kwanza administration that things are now changing upside down to them. But today, the State House has come out with William Samoei Ruto's diary on 3-day visitation in Central Kenya. This visitation is just coming a day after we saw the Deputy President together with this colleague, that is Ndini Nyoro, made a clash on the kingpin or whoever to be the deputy 2027 election in the Republic of Kenya.
His Excellency, the Deputy President, who is my boss and my friend, Mheshimiwa our CS, Mheshimiwa Alice Muthoni, who almost became my mother-in-law, our governors, wakiongozwa.
That video, Ndini Nyoro supports Gachagua publicly, and it's a kind of a fear after the pressure from his Mount Kenya colleagues rises up. Today's analysis, we want to find out, why do you think President William Samoei Ruto have made such kind of a decision? Because these people keep on following each other. Every step Raila Amolo Odinga followed, we are seeing also Ruto is following up. Now, today's analysis, we want to find out some of the objectives why Ruto is paying a visit to Mount Kenya region. Now, this is the news which came from State House today by Hussein Mohammed. He's saying a key region in his 2022 election with his 2027 quest for second-term politically pundits see the visit as a reaction to the raging discontent. State House release an advance schedule indicating that he will visit Lari, Gatanga, Mathioya and Othaya sub-counties to address issues of domestic and irrigation water, block roads and establishment of Kenya Medical Training College campuses, among others. So that is how President Ruto will conclude his Mount Kenya visitation tour. But there is something that is coming up. His visitation is raising a lot of questions because the Deputy President is still urging his colleague from Central Kenya to rally behind William Samoei Ruto, and is somehow quenching to be the kingpin by urging Mount Kenya people to listening to his voice.
Hii region yetu inaitwa Mount Kenya, Your Excellency. Tulikuunga mkono 100%. Kweli ama uongo? And we are united as a region behind our president. And that is the way it shall be. Sisi unajua rais, watu ya hapa ni watu ya ukweli. When we like something, we like. When we don't like, we say we don't like. When we agree on the way forward, we do what we have done. Sisi tulikuahidi tutakuunga mkono in your entire term ya 10 years as president of Kenya. But we want to support you united as a region. Kwa sababu hivi ndivyo sisi tunapiganga kura zetu. Na mimi nataka niseme nikiwa hapa Gilgil, I want us to be very, very careful, because we want a united people so that we can have a united country. Hatutaki mtu yeyote ambaye anaweza kugawanya watu kwa misingi ya kikaunti. When President Uhuru Kenyatta was having negative politics, akiwa pale Mululu, akiwa mazishi ya mama ya Musalia Mudavadi, alikuwa ameleta siasa ya kugawanya wa Kenya, ya kusema ya kwamba huwezi chagua kabila mbili all the time. Na hiyo siasa wa Kenya wakakataa, wakakuchagua kama rais. On the same page tunataka kusema katika hii region yetu ya Mount Kenya, we don't want anybody kujaribu kugawanya watu wetu along county lines. Hata hii ni watu ya Murang'a, hii ni watu ya Nyeri, hii ni watu ya Kiambu. That is retrogressive politics which we don't want in this area. Your Excellency, tunashukuru wewe kwa kufanya mkutano na Chief Justice kuongea mambo ya ufisadi Kenya. Na tunashangaa wale wanajifanya ndio advocates ya kupigana na ufisadi. They have a problem when you meet the judiciary to discuss corruption. Na hawa siku walitaka kukutana na wewe, ulikutana na hawa waongee mambo yao. Kwa nini wako na shida ukikutana na Chief Justice kuongea mambo ya ufisadi, na siku walitaka wewe ulikutana na hawa? Wewe ni rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Watu ya judiciary wako chini yako. Huyo mzee wa kitendawili ako chini yako. Wahubiri wako chini yako. Wale waganga wako chini yako. Wale watu wezi wako chini yako. Wewe ni rais ya kila mtu. Sasa kila mtu rais akiomba kukutana na wewe, wewe fungua milango. Hawa raia ya kawaida, rais wafungulie mlango. Talk to everybody because you are the father of our nation. And what you have done is the right thing. Na rais, mimi nakubaliana na Kimani Ichung'wa. Hata kama ulikutana na Chief Justice, mukaongea mambo ya corruption, had you sought my opinion, ningekuuliza tu kwa heshima kwa hiyo topic, pia mungeweka state capture mjadiliane juu yake, because state capture is more corrosive than even corruption. Kwa hivyo pale mbele, I would like to request Your Excellency, huyo mama Chief Justice akuje pia another 2-3-4 hours, state capture muweke pale, muongee juu yake, pia mupange mambo yake, because it's even more corrosive than corruption. Na kwa hivyo rais, sisi tunakuunga mkono. Na mimi
The truth behind Ruto and Gachagua 3 days Mount Kenya tour. That is what we want to begin with. And it is the core of our analysis. We are going to come up with the objectives of Ruto's visitation to Kenya, to Central people. Is this visitation significant? Yes, it is true that the visitation of President William Samoei Ruto is significant to Mount Kenya people, because a few months ago we saw a clash rising up in Central Kenya after they were complaining that Ruto have cheated on them, have conned them, and not fulfilling the promises. I don't want to dig deep on that, because our main concern is objectives, and not that. Raila Amolo Odinga is still in coastal region, and in that his visitation to coastal region, I observed several key points there. That there was so many leaders' absence, including Ali Hassan Joho, and this has raised another political temperature in the republic. So for the meantime, we are going to come up also with the Raila visitation to coast, and gives you more analysis on that movement. But for now, let's concentrate on State House 3 days visitation to Central Kenya. What are the objectives? Number one, they want to lure Central people to vote them. That is what we are seeing now happening. Kenya Kwanza want to lure Central people to vote them because they have realized that things are not good according to their observation. I want to go very fast because of time. Number two, they want to bring Central people together. After bringing them together through the Deputy Rigathi Gachagua's move or aim, then these people will automatically vote Kenya Kwanza block. That is what they want. Because I said yesterday that in any case Kalonzo will come up with a person, the deputy president from Central Kenya, then this is going to split the votes. So Kalonzo movement in Central Kenya is also raising another political tension. Look now, this movement. Kalonzo is in Central, Raila is in Coastal. Now, Kenya Kwanza have remained alone, and they are going back to Central Kenya. Number three, somehow begging Mount Kenyans They are somehow begging Mount Kenyans because after a clash between the deputy president and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, we saw how Mount Kenya people reacted, and it has forced William Samoei Ruto, the president of the Republic of Kenya, to go and beg Mount Kenya. Right now, we are seeing bitterness coming from Mount Kenya tycoons on how Ruto is using the economy. And that is why this could be the aim why Ruto is paying 3 days visitation to central Kenya. Then number 4, Ruto have sensed the hostile ground in central Kenya. He have sensed the hostile ground in central Kenya. The ground seems to be hostile. The people from central Kenya no longer have interest on President William Samoei Ruto. So he have to go back and apologize for them in order to conclude his mission for second term presidency in the Republic of Kenya. Then lastly, in this analysis, that Ruto and Gachagua wants to test the trust from Mount Kenya people. They want to test the trust from Mount Kenya people, how they will come in large numbers, how they will convince them and understand them and make the agreement. Because their aim now, ladies and gentlemen, is to ensure Ruto amerudi kwa State House, ndani ya State House. Hakuna mambo ingine. And that is why these people are campaigning at this point. As much as they are saying that wanafanya project, but there's a strong campaigning going on the ground between opposition and the government. You should understand that. So there's no work which is being done. It is campaigning. It is called Cold War campaigning, which is carrying on in the Republic of Kenya. Let's wait and see what will happen in these people between after opposition will announce their flag bearer 2027. But for now, let's wait and see how Ruto's reception will be observed in central Kenya. This marks the end of our analysis. Thank you very much for your time.